All right, YouTube. Thank you for pressing play. I greatly appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe at the end. We got a lot of content to go over, so I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, on the last episode we were standing out front of the Bowling Green assembly plant. Now let's take a closer look at those two C8 Corvettes that are on the static display. Now while we're here, let's take a look at the static displays that they have out here. Let me tell you, every time I see this Rapid Blue in person, man, that thing is just phenomenal. Now, of course, Lavetta Marie is black on the exterior, but I got the tension blue, which is very similar to Rapid Blue on the interior. But when I tell you, the camera does no justice for what this thing really looks like in person. Let's go take a good little look. And this happens to be the convertible C8. And you can always tell it is convertible because you can't see the engine in the back. Let's take a look around this beautiful C8 Rapid Blue Corvette. And you can see the tension blue interior. And I just like the way this thing is entirely set up. Now, let me tell you, the only thing that would set this one off a little bit more would be black rims. I think they should have went with black rims on here, but I know it's just a static display. But if you're thinking about getting a Rapid Blue C8 Corvette, consider getting black rims. Either the Trident spoke black rims or the factory 5-spoke black rims. And you can see this is a Z51. You can see Z51 on the calipers, and you can tell by the spoiler in the back that it's a Z51 spoiler. Once again, hardtop convertible. And I probably would have went with black badging too. Like I would have put that Corvette in black. I'm actually thinking about changing Lavetta Marie's rear Corvette badging to a Rapid Blue color, just to kind of match the interior, to bring a little bit of the inside outside as well. Now let's take a look at this Arctic white one over here. And let me tell you, this was almost a choice of mine too. It was so hard with all of the colors that they have. It was so hard to really pick. Now, of course, Lavetta Marie is not a daily driver, but at one point I thought about making her a daily driver. And that's the reason why I didn't go with the Rapid Blue. Plus, there was a constraint on the Rapid Blue in the beginning, so you had to wait a little longer. Nevertheless, I still waited 19 months for Lavetta Marie to come in. But the Arctic White was also one of my colors that I was thinking about. And you can see this one has the red calipers. This is a non-Z51, and like I said, you can tell because there is no Z51 on the calipers, but I do like the red calipers. And it has the two-tone Trident spoke wheels. Looks like this one is also a convertible because you can't see the engine in the back. So it's a hardtop convertible. Still a beautiful car though. Still a beautiful car. And it has the black Corvette badging. And that's probably what I would have done with the Rapid Blue one over there as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we're here, we might as well go over to the museum, which is right on the other side of those trees, and see what's on the interior over there that's ready for delivery and pickup by their owners. So Oh, and they're hiding the VIN numbers. I wonder why. If you know why they're hiding the VIN numbers on a static vehicle, please comment down below, because I'm curious to know, why would you hide those? It looks like this one is hidden too. Yeah, so if you know why they're hiding the VIN numbers, comment below, and I'll see you at the museum on the other side of those trees. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw at the top up there, I'll actually cover the museum footage in future videos. But in the meantime, the numbers are in. The numbers are in. I learned now that there were 26 C8 Corvettes done just like this with the blue interior and the black exterior in 2020. And in 2021, there were 28. So that means out of over 46,000 C8 Corvettes, there are only 54 in the world that looks just like this. 54 out of 46,000. That's a good rarity there. Now, there were some other color combinations that are even more rare than this one, but I think they just look a little different, but to each his own. When I started on this journey of purchasing a C8 Corvette, one of my initial concerns was whether or not I would fit in it okay. I'll give you my height and dimensions here in a little while, but I was coming out of a C5 Camaro. In fact, I still have her as well, but my concerns were still whether or not I would fit in the C8, because the C8 has a smaller stance than the Camaro. So I watched a couple of videos online. Omi and the Hellcat was one of them, and he never gives his height, but he at one time he mentions that he's 350 pounds and he had a C8, and he was in it, but he never showed himself getting in and out of it. And then there was another gentleman whose channel I cannot remember. He did the same thing. He never gave any of his dimensions, and he never showed himself getting in and out of it. He just reviewed whether or not he was comfortable once he was in it. And I will say this, I have GT2 seats in my C8 Corvette, and I fit just fine in there. But I'm going to show you that even if you are a bigger guy, you can get in and out of the C8 Corvette without any problems. So let's take a look at that real quick. And there you go, YouTube. Like I said before, you can be a big girl, big guy, and you can get in and out of the C8 Corvette with no problem. And I can tell you right now, I am 303 at 5'9" or 69 inches. And I fit and comfortable. Now let's get into the 4 things that I absolutely love about the 2021 C8 Corvette. All right, YouTube, let's talk about the 4 things that I like about my C8 2021 Corvette. We're gonna go from the least to the most favorite, and we'll start with number 4, the modern looking design. You can't beat it. You know, if you're a car enthusiast, then yes, you know what this is. But when I'm just typically driving down the street, I run into people all the time, and they don't know what it is. They don't know if it's a McLaren, if it's a Ferrari, if it's a Lamborghini. I've been questioned about it being any one of those things. So when you have the modern looking design like that, and that rear engine in the back, and then you can see it through the glass, you get a wonderful appearance and great performance, and that's number 3. The performance of this thing is absolutely mind-blowing. I have never owned anything as fast. You know, I did a 0 to 60 pull without setting up any of the track management thing. This is just straight mash the pedal to the ground. And I was able to do a 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds without any track management stuff set up. That is freaking phenomenal. Now, I thought I caught that on the PDR, but I was unable to because I didn't realize my SD card had already filled. So, unfortunately, I don't have that video, but I'll throw a picture of it right here, because what I did was I took a photo right after I did the pull so I could go back and grab her from the timestamp on the PDR, but unfortunately I was unable to do that, and all I got was this photo. So you got the appearance is number 4, the performance is number 3, and number 2 is the Targa top. When this top is off of this car, it's a convertible. Nothing else you can say about it. Sure, you can spend the extra, I think it's $6,000 or $7,000 to get the convertible, but why when you can pull the top off? And yes, you manually have to do it, and I'll show some video here of me actually manually doing it as well. It's just a really 1-2 step. It doesn't take long, it's not heavy, it's not a hard process. But nevertheless, you have a convertible without having to pay that convertible premium. Sure, you get a button to do it if you purchase the convertible, but I like the idea of saving a little money because I'm not independently wealthy. I'm an average, regular working guy, and that's the other thing that I like about this car. But we're going to cover that actually in another video, because I'm going to actually show you how an everyday working person can purchase this car. Now, so number 4, you got the modern design. Number 3, you got the performance. Number 2, you got the Targa top. And number 1 is the attention. When I tell you, I don't have a cameraman standing behind this camera, but with me just parked here, I have drawn a crowd of people just on looking and watching me make the video, looking at the car. I've had people stop by and take pictures of the car, but that happens almost everywhere I go. I've gone to the gas station, the corner store. I've been flagged down in front of people. I've been at the light, and I've had people asking me questions about the car while I'm at the light, and they don't know what it is. On my way over here to record this video, I had 3 children pulled me over in the middle of the road. They were playing on the sidewalk, and when they saw me coming down the street, they flagged me down. So I stopped, and they began to ask me a ton of questions about the car. And I answered every one of them because I want them to be able to know that this is obtainable. This, to me, is America's first obtainable supercar. You can't get anything else for the price and the performance. So those are my 4 things that I like about my 2021 C8 Corvette. In the next video, I'm going to talk about some things that I really wish they will add in future versions. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm going to ever purchase another Corvette. This is not a daily driver for me, and the C5 Camaro that is my daily driver, it's 11 or 12 years old. In fact, it's 12 years old. It's 12 years old and just crossed 100,000 miles. So I kind of keep cars for a long time, and I don't know if I'll end up ever purchasing one or trading this one in to upgrade. I do know that they just announced the Z06 is coming. I think it debuts at the end of this month. I think October 26th. I'll put down here in the bottom on the date, but they've already shown a picture of it and it looks great. But I already know that's going to be out of my price point. So maybe in the future I'll probably buy another one, but I just love the idea that this is America's first affordable supercar. See you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are some of the results of the naming rights that some of my subscribers have sent me. And when I tell you, I love it. I got some of the backstories to some of the vehicles and why they're named the way they're named. And I absolutely love it. I'm gonna do my best to try to share some of those with you because they were really great. This is Lavetta Marie, and here are the names of your vehicles. Thank you. right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Today we talked about the 4 things that I absolutely love about my 2021 C8 Corvette. We also was able to see that the fluff can fit without a problem. I hope some of you big boys and girls go ahead and out and copy one now. And we got to take a look at some of the naming rights that you guys are naming your vehicle. But it's getting dark. It looked like it's about to rain, and I got to get out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. We out.